Okay guys, what's up? It's meal prep day, Sunday, Saturday for me, but I'm starting a little bit early. I've got my proteins over here. I've got chicken. We've got a combination of ground turkey and ground beef. Like I mentioned at our meeting today, I like to do a mix of these. Those of you that need a little bit leaner, you might just go full turkey, but that is up to you. I also get lots of protein from, I've been using Transparent Labs a lot lately. Shout out to Transparent Labs. We are now selling this at the gym. I've got my first shipment coming in soon. Really highly recommended. This is something that's third-party tested. My current favorite flavor is this blueberry pancake. So I'm gonna have some of this available at the gym. It's not a pancake mix, it's just a pancake flavor. Anyways, we're going veggies. I got spring mix. We're gonna do a bunch of salads, and then I got a bunch of broccoli. I'll probably cook about half of this, and then I'll do the other half later this week on Thursday, so that way it's a little bit more fresh. I like to grill this. For my proteins, let's go back here. I'm gonna grill, I think, half of this. I'm gonna put the other half in our Instapot so that I can shred it up, so that we have just a little bit of variety there. Cool. Salt, pepper, garlic on most of this stuff. It's gonna be pretty plain. I want it to have some flavor, but as we go, we're gonna put our flavor boosters on it with our sauces, our Siete seasoning for the Mexican food stuff, all the, what's the name of it?
Primal Kitchen?
Yes, all the Primal Kitchen sauces that we got for this tortilla stuff is going to go on top of it to add flavor. Also, in my proteins, not out here, I got a bunch of eggs and egg whites in there as well, so that's going to be another source for breakfast, of course. Cool, so I'm going to get this going on the grill. I'm going to get this going on my Instapot. This is going to go on the stove. I'm going to throw this on the grill as well. We're going to get some of this going on the grill once the meat comes off, and then I've got a rice maker that I'm going to roll with to get everything moving. Okay, so I was prepping my rice and it reminded me of something else. Number one, make sure that we always rinse our rice. It's good to get a little bit of that better finish after it's done cooking. It doesn't stick together as much, a little bit less glutinous. But we brought this up at the meeting today. This is some rice cauliflower. Depending on how many calories you're needing from your carbs, you can do a mixture of rice and the cauliflower rice. This is obviously just diced up cauliflower. I get it in the frozen section in HEB. We always have a bunch of this on hand. If you need a little bit less calories, you can do more of this. If you need a little bit more, like myself, then I do a little bit more rice. Blends are great. It's a good base for lots of different kinds of meals. You can make it, Asian by adding some of that coconut aminos. We can make it more Mexican style by adding tomato paste and cilantro and like onions, that kind of thing, as a good base for building meals as with this as a starter. Okay. Sweet. This is my sweet potatoes. I use tools that can help me do things a little bit faster sometimes. One thing that I didn't mention previous is that whenever you're using oils to cook with, so I'm going to use like an olive oil on this. I'm going to try to use like a sparing drizzle with all these. I'm going to coat it with salt, pepper, garlic. But this olive oil, I'm not going to technically count in my macros. My goal is to get like a very light coating on all these. But if it's something that I'm like adding to a salad at the end or adding to a meal, I'll put like maybe a little drizzle on to finish. Then I would add that to my macros. But something like this, if I'm putting like oil in a pan or trying to use that as like a cooking ingredient, then typically that's not something that I will log. My chicken's done. Log in the app, okay? So I just wanted to make that note. Okay, so my Instapot finished with the chicken. I had half the chicken in here. I had half the chicken on the grill. The grill finished up. With the Instapot, I did use a little bit of chicken broth to kind of let it cook in and season it with. After it was finished, I had a little bit excess, so I'm going to keep that for next week. We're going to use that for a soup base. But I really like to use one of these mixers to help shred the chicken. It really gets it done pretty quickly, and it's a little bit less intense when the chicken is hot to kind of save your hands, right? So that's basically done. I'm gonna taste it, but I want it to be pretty, just have a slight salty taste because we're gonna be adding those flavors as we build our meals later the week.